Oh, yeah. Hey, what do you know? Cool. You comfy? Yeah.
I'm comfy.
All right. All right. Welcome to Brothers in Balance podcast with Joe and.
Jeremiah,
All right.
thanks for tuning into our show. We're super excited to get this started. I know a bunch of you have been uh, excited for this to happen. We are as well. So I think we're going to dive in and kind of explain to you what Brothers in Balance means. I'm going to have Joe take it away and start us off.
So obviously we're really good friends. We're not actually brothers, but to me, this is a brother to me.
For sure, for sure.
Brother
Yeah.
from another mother.
That's right. That's what we say.
Balance is like being aware of your emotions without being ruled by them. Accepting yourself, flaws and all, while still striving to grow. Handling stress or setbacks without tipping into despair or overreaction. That was a hard word.
Got to sound it out, right?
Knowing when to push forward and when to step back. So we kind of want to talk about life. We want to talk about real things. We want to talk about funny things. We want to talk about this end of the spectrum and this end of the spectrum.
Yeah.
So Brothers in Balance is just being in the
Real.
right mindset and being real.
Yeah, for sure.
So
with like no judgment. Like I know that a lot of people like constantly like want to talk to somebody, or like they have a fear that like, oh man, are they going to judge me? You know,
For
and that's
sure.
and that's a big fear to have. And like, you know, having that connection with a friend, or I should say brother, like having that trustworthy, like I know he's not going to judge me if I tell him something that's absolutely crazy.
100%.
So
100%.
Because as we all know that we all go through some real shit in life.
Yeah.
Like it's hard.
Yeah.
And a lot of us don't know really how to deal with it. And I'm not saying I'm a professional.
God, no, me neither.
But I promise you right now that talking about it,
it helps.
It helps so much.
100%.
Helps so much. So, but yeah. So we're just going to talk about life, and it doesn't even have to be just about life. I mean, it could be about, you know, like not hard things in life. It could be about wins. It can be anything good that's happened in your life. But you know, we have this show for an example to be like, you know, it's okay to talk about things that are, you know,
100%.
hard to talk about for sure.
Agreed.
And, you know, maybe in the future we would love to have a, you know, maybe a guest on the show to talk about their life, you know, because I have learned that just watching other videos of, you know how late at night you can scroll through TikTok, right?
100%.
And you'll be like, you know, yeah, right. And you're just scrolling and you hear somebody in a podcast or just something that's like, it's not even always motivational video. It's just something that the slightest they say and you're like, oh my God, like that clicked.
Yeah.
Like that actually hit me like hard. And you take that and that impacts you and it gives you a whole new perspective on everything. So
sure.
I don't know. I love it. And I don't know. I want us to do that and make a difference for somebody else as well, and give them a space to talk, right? With no judgment at absolutely at all. So, for sure. Well, let's talk about life, Joe. Like, how's your life going?
It's good.
Good.
It's good.
You like it?
I'm busy.
Busy. Yeah.
Trying to stay busy anyway.
There you go. Yeah.
But I don't know.
Ready for this weather coming our way?
No. I'm ready.
I see you got the shorts on. It's only like 24 degrees outside right now. It's fine. Yeah. You got this bourbon to keep you warm.
Right. That's what I'm saying. I'm good. I'm good. I'm ready for 70 on Saturday.
Yeah. Yeah.
Other than that, no.
Okay.
I'm cool. Hate the cold.
No. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, life's okay. I will say, it sucks to say this that I don't think anybody looks forward to this phone call, but I did lose a grandparent last night. He passed away at 10:30 last night. He's been battling cancer for a year, and it sucks for sure. But yeah, just been kind of going through that. Nothing like start a week off, right? You know.
Yeah.
But it definitely sucks. But you know, I know he's definitely in a better place.
100%. 100%.
It's hard to always have that mindset because all you have left now is pictures, videos, and memories.
Yeah.
You know,
that's all you have. You can't sit down and have that conversation anymore.
Right.
And that two-way conversation.
Right. And God, what I'd do to be able to just have another conversation with him, you know? And
I know.
You know, he was a preacher. So, you know, he preached the gospel for longer than I can be alive, you know.
Yeah.
So he was a good man, definitely. Great guy to talk to. I was pretty close with him, I would say.
Yeah.
But again, having that mindset and knowing that he's in a better place makes things
100%.
kind of cuts this
Agreed.
thing away, because obviously nobody wants to see your grandparents suffer, right?
No,
Let alone
no,
grandparent,
agreed.
anybody,
No,
right? A
agreed.
friend, family member. I mean, yeah. So I don't know, definitely in a better place, and I'm forever grateful for that. Again, I will miss him dearly, but yeah, that's how kind of life's going right now. Pushing through that, but my kind of, I don't know, my goal is that I stay positive. I see the good out of everything. Me and my wife, we always mess with each other. She's like, she's the realistic person, and I'm just like, oh no, like it's fine.
The
Like
happy-go-lucky
I'm the
guy.
happy-go-lucky guy.
Yeah.
Like, you know what? Like, oh, this person, like, you know, like somebody get in a horrible accident, right?
Yeah.
They made it, but I'm
Yeah.
like, hey, they
100%.
made it, and you know,
100%.
obviously in that moment,
Yeah.
nobody wants to hear that,
Yeah.
right? They're just like, shut up, like
But
they're fine,
cars replaceable. You are not.
right? 100%. So I don't know. That's just who I am, and I try to do that. So
Me too.
yeah, but yeah, no. So
and like with people that have passed, like I always think they're wherever, whatever you believe in, they're wherever they are.
Yeah.
And they're looking at you, and they want you to be the best version of yourself.
Yeah.
That you can be,
I agree.
and provide for your family, or just be happy.
Yeah. Yeah.
And that's helped me, honestly, through
For sure.
a lot of death in the family.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. Dealing with a death in the family, I'm sure is, we've all been through it. It's never
100%. Too many times.
Yeah.
Actually.
For sure. And if you're okay to talk about this, obviously that's what the show's for. But like, if you can kind of not, you don't have to, you can go as much detail as you would like. But I know that you had a father that passed away, correct?
Yeah, for sure.
And you were at a younger age, correct?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was 18.
Okay.
That was at the time, that was my best friend and role model. I wasn't really necessarily like the cool kid in school.
Yeah.
So like I had my group of friends, and shout out to them because they're amazing.
I tell you what, man, having like the small group of friends is everything versus having this large amount of friends, and you're just like, man, it's just more to keep up with. But having that small set of friends means everything.
There's been like 6 of us that have
stuck through it.
That have been friends. We've still got a group chat today.
That's awesome.
That have been friends since 6th, 7th grade.
That's awesome.
Like, and it's like if any of us, if it was that, hey, can you come do this, or hey, like I'm stuck. 100%.
Yeah.
Any of us would come help. But yeah, my dad was pretty much my best friend at the time. And it was a battle, because like he didn't tell us at first.
I bet you had a lot of emotions towards that.
Buddy, it was a lot. It was a lot.
I can kind of see some.
I was culture,
anger,
and culture shocked mostly. Like it was. I know you hear stories of people going through things, but you never think it's going to happen to you.
Right.
So then you put yourself in that position, and it was hard.
Oh, that's the biggest thing. Like the biggest thing you have to remind yourself is don't ever tell yourself that it's not going to happen to you. Don't. You have no idea what tomorrow's going to bring.
Agreed. So, that's why you got to be grateful for today.
Yeah.
But he was able to make it to my graduation. He got diagnosed while I was still in school, high school. He was able to make it to my graduation, which I'm so thankful for, because he didn't see my brother. It's a big
accomplishment.
Yeah, he didn't see my brother or sister.
Yeah.
So
I'm assuming, are you the oldest?
Yeah.
You are the oldest. Yeah. Okay. And how many siblings do you have?
2. 1 brother, 1 sister.
Okay.
I had another brother. His name was Thomas. He was stillborn.
Oh man.
He was 2 years younger than me.
Okay.
So,
man, you've had a lot happen,
buddy. Yeah.
But I'm sure it has, molded you to the man that you are today.
100%.
And I will say, without a doubt, I've known you for several years, and I'm grateful for every bit of that time we have. But I know, as one of your best friends and brothers, as I should say, that I know your dad would be definitely proud of you. I am for sure. So
that means a lot.
No, 100%, because that is honestly, like, I do look up to you, your positivity, your whole perspective of life. And, I think that's why we bond so well is, in our friendship, is because we have the same goals. We have the same mindset, and it's good that we have sometimes different mindsets, because then we can kind of give each other different
Yeah,
perspectives of a
we
situation.
can balance each other out.
Balance each other out. There we go. So I love that. No, yeah, I know for a fact that he would be proud of you, and sorry that you ever had to go through something like that.
It's okay.
I don't wish that on my worst enemy.
No, me neither, honestly.
But again, you know, rolling through the punches, climbing over those obstacles, again,
Bro,
will make you who you are today.
It gave me this mindset.
I'm sure it was eye-opening.
I go back and I look at it. I'm like, what would my life have looked like if he was still here today?
Yeah.
How would my life be different? And I don't know what it would look like as far as like what I do, where I'm at, anything like that. But I can't see my life going any different.
Right.
I was supposed to get that battle early. Yeah. I was supposed to go through adversity, and that puts me to where, like you said, where I am today. It pushes me through that.
Yeah. No, I mean, like I said, it makes you stronger for sure.
100%.
It's eye-opening, and it kind of makes you appreciate, the people that you are around and your loved ones too. Make sure that you don't take life for granted.
Agreed.
Or time.
Agreed.
I should say, because
completely.
It is so easy to do. I'm guilty of it. When you have like going back on like my grandfather passing away, I think that as we get older, we become men. When like myself, like I've started a family of my own.
Yeah.
I stopped. I hate myself for it, but like I don't think about my grandparents as much as I should.
Yeah.
I don't be like, what's the harm in swinging by for 10 minutes? You showed up for 10 minutes.
Yeah.
Right. But like, having a wife, having a kid, having a full-time job, it's just like, you start to, at least I'm guilty of, I have slacked at that, of not showing up, I do see them up, for sure.
Right.
But, when they pass you, all you think about is, why didn't I do this?
Yeah.
I could have done this. Right. And, damn, it sucks. It does, for sure.
My grandmother, my dad's mom.
Yeah.
She, I'm guilty of the same thing.
Yeah.
So she passed like a year or two after my dad passed.
Oh, wow.
And she was living, little background, where I'm from, super small town.
Yeah.
Everybody pretty much knows everybody.
Yeah, gotta love those.
Yeah. So my grandmother lived 3 minutes down the road. 3 minutes down the road. And, I'll come by and see you. I'll come by and see you.
Yeah.
I never came by and saw her. I never called her. Never did anything like that.
Yeah.
And so I'm so guilty of that, because after she passed, I was like, damn, like,
why didn't I go see her?
I really did not. She lived 3 minutes down the street.
Yeah.
And we live in the era of picking up a phone call or shooting a text. Not that my grandmother would have known how to text.
Right.
But like, we live in that era of like, it's literally that easy to talk to somebody that you haven't talked to.
Yeah.
So.
Well, like, and it sucks that it has to take someone's passing for us to realize that.
100%. 100%.
It makes me feel like a shitty person.
We take for granted the relationships that we have.
Yeah.
Like, we take for granted sitting down on a fucking couch.
Yeah.
And just talking about life. We take for granted, literally, when we wake up in the morning. Some people didn't get to do that.
No.
Some people didn't wake up.
People complain about.
We got.
I'm guilty of it. I'm guilty of complaining. Like, man, why?
Yeah.
I don't
know. We take for granted so much in life, and for some reason life is one of those things where it's easier to pick out the negative things than it ever is to pick out the good things.
Yeah.
So like, waking up and, oh God, it's cold this morning. Like, I don't know. That was the first thing that went through my mind this morning. I was like, oh God, it's cold.
Yeah.
And like, it's not like, oh man, look, I got the opportunity to wake up today.
Yeah.
I got that chance.
And like, most people, and again, I'm guilty with this. I'm the most guilty person when it comes to this. But there's times where I should be more thankful for days like that.
Yeah.
Every day I wake
Yeah.
up, I should be thankful. I'm like, holy crap, that's another day I can spend with my wife and kid. Holy crap,
Yeah.
it's another day I get to prove to my boss that I'm good at my job. You know,
Yeah.
it's things
Yeah.
like that. There's another day
100%.
I can support my family,
Yeah.
right? I don't know, man. It's just like, you know, again, it sucks that tragic things have to happen for some of us to realize
Yeah.
that
Agreed.
you messed up.
Agreed.
You messed up.
Agreed.
And again, we're human. We're supposed to make mistakes.
Yeah. Yeah.
But I don't know. I just know time is precious, and I will say that has opened my eyes. You know, becoming a father. You know,
100%.
that being present is everything. So
Yeah.
I don't know, but yeah, it's kind of where we're at on that. So
Yeah.
I don't know. I constantly think about, and maybe I'm sure you do, is like, what can I do to better myself as a person
100%.
every day,
100%.
every day? Because I have said this to you before, that I think, I don't know, I think, not saying that women don't ever think, right? Women never
Yeah.
think.
Yeah.
But when it comes to like a man, like thinking about being a father, you know, being a husband, being an individual
Mm-hmm.
in general, I have told you this 100 times, and I'll tell you again. The worst place you can be is in your own head.
Yeah. No,
And
I
it
agree.
sucks.
Yeah, buddy, the past week,
Yeah.
I've been in this little thing,
Yeah.
and it's always, for me, it's always at night.
Yeah.
Always at
Oh,
night.
it's when you're alone. It's when you're alone. You're cruising down the road. You're mowing the yard. Obviously not now. There's no other guy. But
Yeah.
you know, when I mow the yard, I'm thinking. I could have my AirPods in all day long.
Yeah.
I don't hear one lyric of a song.
Yeah, I was about to say, I
Don't
can't
know.
tell you what song it
Couldn't
was.
tell you what song it was because I'm thinking about life. I'm thinking about, did I do that right as a dad? Did I do that right as a husband? Did I do my job correctly? Oh, like, did I take a shortcut? What, you know, I'm
Yeah.
constantly thinking about things that did I do wrong?
Yeah.
And I don't know, man. It's I don't know. Again, I know we're human, and that's our that's what we're gonna do is overthink. But man, it's sometimes it hits you hard. It really does,
buddy. Like a ton of bricks.
Yeah.
Like a ton of bricks.
But again, us having the mindset that we have when things happen, our goal is to be positive.
Mm-hmm.
My goal is to never, you know, whether it be, you know, marriage issues, relationship issues, you know, if you have bad energy coming your way, my goal is to not ever stoop down to that level.
Yeah. Yeah.
And it's hard to do.
Dude, I try.
It's hard.
It's terribly hard.
I am so grateful for, you know, many of our friends that are going to be watching this know that I'm a family guy.
Yeah.
And I talk great about my wife, and it's the truth. Like, it's not for the camera. No, it's not for the camera. It's not for anything like that. It is genuine. Like, God has given me the greatest person in the world, and I'm forever grateful for that. But buddy, I tell you what, I've been in relationships where I'm like, do you ever feel like you've been with somebody and you just like you wasted your whole time? Like, you ever like wasted your time? And it doesn't even have to be recent relationships.
No,
it doesn't have to be recent. Like, I mean,
recent,
I've had exes before that were good people. We didn't work, right?
Yeah.
It doesn't have to be, you know, oh, my last girlfriend or the girlfriend before that. Like, I have genuinely, like, you know, been with people before where I'm like, what am I doing?
Yeah.
You know?
I've definitely had the relationships where it's like, this person makes me want to wake up every single day and be the best version of myself that I can possibly be.
Yeah.
Even if it's just slightly better than the person that I was yesterday.
Yeah.
That's the person. But like you said, on the other end of the spectrum, I definitely have had a relationship or two that have been like retrospect. Like, love is blind. Like, love is blinding, bro. When you have somebody that's like cares about
your
you
person,
or you think cares, or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Like, when you have that person, like, it blinds you completely. You cut off people that you never expected to cut off from your life. Like, there's some things that happen in there that
I've had this group of guys that I hung out with, you know, right before I met Allie, and man, I tell you what, I mean, it was not the life that I ever really was, you know. Mm-hmm. Like, you know, we partied, we drank, you know.
Yeah.
I've never touched a drug in my life, never done anything like that.
Yeah.
But definitely, obviously, not the lifestyle I'm at now.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
But I cut them off
Yeah.
because not only did I think that it was bad for me, I just didn't want it to ever. I didn't want to ever take a risk of losing the greatest person that was brought into my life.
Yeah.
You know, so I don't know. It's going back to not, taking things for granted
Yeah.
from our conversation before. Like, I don't know, man. I think that's the biggest flaw as a human is taking life for granted, taking, time, memories, everything. I don't know.
Yeah. The daily grind is, I don't know, it's beautiful to me. Like I try to look at there's some stuff that pisses me off
Yeah.
for sure. But or gets under my skin
Sure.
just the slightest little bit. But like the daily grind is beautiful.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
No.
Like I made it to work. Nothing happened between then and there. That might be boring.
Yeah.
Sure. But I made it to work. I have 2 legs, 2 arms, a heart that works, lungs that work. Literally everything in I'm healthy as a horse.
Right. Yeah.
But I don't know. It's a it's a fickle
Being
thing,
grateful
but
for what you have is
it's
everything.
so beautiful.
Yeah.
It's so beautiful. Just like sitting back, looking at the whole day, and like I had a good day today. Like
Yeah.
nothing bad happened in my day.
Right.
Nothing like
It's the little things that go far.
yeah.
Yeah.
100%.
I mean, yeah, you'll have great things that'll happen, big things that happens in your life, and you're like, hell yeah.
Yeah.
But then just those little things that you thought about that would never happen and then happens
Mhm.
changes everything.
Agreed.
And it makes you grateful for that. They always say like, the smallest things lead to the biggest problems, sure.
Yeah.
But it's also the little
Vice
things.
versa.
Yeah. I'm like, so come on. So I don't know. I don't know. I think about that often. What do you think?
too.
Like, I mean, sitting here just talking about life and talking about the struggles that everybody has. What would you say? Like, what would you say that a common struggle is that somebody has? Like, I mean, do you think it's relationships? Do you think it's like jobs? Do you think it's just self-reflect? Like, what do you think?
Relationships is definitely one of the biggest
Yeah.
things.
What do you think? Like, I mean, what do you think? Just from viewing other people's relationship, and like obviously we have friends that are together. We have,
For sure.
and we see
Yeah.
their flaws. We see the good things that they have. But what do you think is like? What do you think is everything? Like, what's the issues that we see? Is it communication? Is it trust? Is it loyalty? Is it, I'm going to tell you right now, just from, seeing other people, I think the biggest thing that sucks in life is, when it comes to relationships, it's that social media.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
100%.
Like it sucks.
100%.
Like it absolutely sucks. Like, it is so hard. I've had friends that come up to me like, oh, did you see this girl? No.
Yeah.
Why don't you follow her? Are you kidding me?
Right.
I'm married.
Yeah.
I'm happy.
Yeah.
I don't want to look at another woman.
Yeah.
And they'll be like, "Oh, you're, whatever. You're stupid. You're what?" I'm not.
No.
I'm not.
There's always gonna be.
And it sucks to see that.
Yeah. There's always gonna be that person that's always more attractive, or the person that always has a better personality, or the person that always has this. But like, I don't know. At the end of the day, like,
well, I'm by far not the most attractive person in the world, and my wife knows that. Like, whatever, she might be like, "Oh yeah, you're perfect to me. Great, thank you." Right. But I know you're lying.
But
you know what I'm saying? But like,
y'all know each other as people, though,
right?
Too. Like down to your core, you know her, she knows you.
But I know damn sure that nobody will ever love her as much as I do.
100%. 100%.
I
agree with that completely.
No one will ever love her as much as I do, and I mean that wholeheartedly. I don't know, man. I owe her the world. Mm-hmm. Not only she's been great to me, loyal, faithful, giving me a kid.
That's pretty cool.
Pretty great, right?
Pretty cool.
That's pretty awesome. So I don't know, man. It's just it makes me sad to watch like guys and girls, not just guys. I'm not blaming it all on the guys. It's girls too. Girls screw up as well. But it sucks to see such a good relationship and somebody be stupid.
Yeah. Phones is a big thing for me. Like me and my previous relationship, it was great.
Yeah.
Because whenever say we went out to eat.
Yeah.
whenever we went out to eat, phones either stayed in our pockets or they were on the table face down, whatever. We were never on our phones, whether it was flicking a paper ball at each other or like when you're at Cracker Barrel doing the little, the little game,
the little pegs.
the little
Yeah.
pegs, trying to see who's the most strategic or who can get the most pegs taken out. Like being plugged into the moment, being with that significant other, even if you're not really saying a whole lot, just being plugged into the moment
versus scrolling.
Nothing
sucks more. And like, my wife and I
huge.
my wife and I have been guilty, and this is before we had Noah, because now our hands are making sure he's good, make sure he's not taking a fork and banging it on the table or throwing something at somebody, but before we had Noah, like, I would say that, there's been times where we're guilty, like we'll get on our phones and I'm like, you know what, and it's either me or her that notices and like, put her phone up. I haven't seen you all day. Let's see, how's your day? Like, how's life? I mean, really, and that's just what it's all about. I love how you said, like, earlier, it made me think, because I hear all these people like on social media constantly talk about, like, when you said that, you and your previous relationship, like if you all would go out to eat, you have your phones upside down. What is your thoughts on that? Like, do you ever hear people say, oh, he or she is hiding something because they got to put their phone down?
Because I could literally hand my phone to you.
100%.
Please.
Yeah.
Be my guest.
Yeah. That's how I am. I'm like, I've
got nothing to hide.
Right.
Zero.
Yeah.
Like,
I have nothing to hide. Never would I ever have the temptation, because why would I screw up what I have?
Exactly.
But I just was going to ask, like, because I hear all the time, like, oh, their phone's face down. So, you know what that means.
For me, it's just being plugged into the moment.
I put my phone face down, or it's usually in my pocket, because I'm guilty of it. When you see your phone light up, you're like, you know what I'm saying? I don't want to see that temptation, because, oh, well, it's my buddy that texted me. Like, I want to text him back. But, like, if I don't see it, I don't know he's texted me. So I'm like, cool.
I've taken pictures of, like, being on a trip somewhere. And I'm taking the pictures of being on a trip to know that I went on the trip, but I'm not living through my phone.
Right.
For me, everything comes back to being just grounded.
Yeah.
Just living the life, being in the moment.
For sure.
Like, and hopefully I never get dementia or anything like that, because then I'll forget everything that ever happened in my life.
Yeah.
But
I'm up for you.
Yeah, thanks. But like, that's being plugged into life and living life without a phone. One of my favorite things is being like hiking somewhere or doing something where you have no signal. Where's the dotted line? Sign my ass up immediately.
It's nice just to take, work life, crazy life.
Yeah.
Throw it away.
Yeah.
Have no, no matter where you're at, you're going to have responsibility, right? Your kid,
100%.
Yourself, whatever.
100%.
But not having the responsibilities that you do every day, and be able to just toss that to the side for a second and just be able to enjoy who you're around, or just yourself.
Yeah.
That's everything.
Yeah. And it's super, like, going back to the relationship part, I think it's super important in relationships just to be grounded and connect with each other again, other than like sending each other TikTok video or text message or whatever. Just being grounded with that person. Because there's definitely times where, like, obviously after you've talked about your day or whatever, like, there's a time and place for you're sitting there on TikTok, she's sitting there on TikTok. Like,
you talked about enough, right?
Right.
And like, being at work, you're not on the phone all day.
That's okay. Yeah, that's okay doing that too. Sure. I'm not saying being on your phone is the worst thing possible.
Right.
But there's definitely, like, you don't have to be in the same, like, in separate spaces to do your own thing. I don't know.
No, I get that 100%. But again, like I said, and like we both agreed, time is everything. Because I don't know, I just don't want to wake up one day and say, I didn't get to do this.
Yeah.
Or maybe I should have paid more attention to my spouse. Maybe I should have paid more attention to my child. Because I see this gets to me too, is watching bad parents. I can't stand bad parents. Like, that's probably my biggest pet peeve. And this was before, like, becoming a parent. And it is, it is so, it's called common sense. You
Yeah.
see someone be stupid with their kid, or
Yeah.
treat them, or yell at them, or scream at them, or when it's cold, they don't put clothes on. Like, I don't know, man. It's just like, I don't know. I can't. I don't know. I get to, when it comes to bad parenting, like, that just drives me crazy. You
Yeah.
know.
Yeah.
I don't know. I mean, I'm sure you know. We both been in the serving life, and we get to
For sure.
witness our tables have crazy
100%.
kids, and watching the parents
100%.
just being
Yeah.
not.
Yeah.
And that's my point. Where I'm saying is, like, neglecting your child's attention.
Yeah.
I can't stand that.
Yeah.
And, like,
No, for sure.
I don't know. That's why, we go back to saying, time is precious. And, like, again, I never want to, I don't want something bad to happen and then me be like, holy shit, like, I was horrible.
Yeah. Yeah.
I didn't do this. I didn't do that. I wish.
Wish is a crazy, like, it can be a good thing and it can be a bad thing.
Well, I
And
should've.
I wish I could have done
Yeah.
this or this is
Mhm.
horrible.
And by God, that's something I don't want to ever have to deal with,
Yeah.
In a parent's standpoint, and I'm going to screw up as a parent. I'm sure I already
No.
have, right?
Bro.
And I'm not saying every parent is, you get the bad parents, they have good things about them,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
But I think one of the biggest things is child neglect. That sucks.
Yeah.
So I don't
Well,
know.
I can tell you that you're a great dad.
Appreciate it, man.
You're doing.
Thank you. That is my biggest goal. Is I watched, late at night, watching a video of a guy, like, it's kind of like a podcast as well,
Yeah.
and he was talking about, like, when he's older and your kids are grown, you made it in life when your adult children want to hang out with you still
Yeah.
every day.
100%. 100%.
Like, I want my son to be able to call me, of course, after his wife.
Yeah. Yeah.
Tell me about your day.
Yeah.
I want to be this old retired man. Just can't wait for my son to call me.
Yeah.
Or if I have a daughter or another son, I can't wait for my kids to be excited to call me.
Yeah.
And be like, Dad, this is what happened at work today.
Yeah.
You'll never believe I got this promotion. Like, I want to be that guy.
Bro,
like,
you're gonna have a smile.
Oh my God, so proud of my
from
kids.
ear to ear, dude.
I'm gonna be so ready. I'll be so ready. And I don't know. I think about the impact that I can have on them, and I want to prepare them for the world.
Mm-hmm.
I want to give him everything. And I've said this to you before, is that I think my biggest job I have now is being a father,
Mm-hmm.
setting that example.
100%. 100%.
As most young parents, is whatever you do, your kids see and they're gonna do.
Yeah.
And sometimes,
monkey see, monkey do is a real thing, bro.
Literally.
I've seen that unfold.
Yeah. So, like, I mean, you say something stupid, they're gonna say it too.
Yeah.
You do something that, it's all about how you react and stuff like that.
Yeah.
One day, back in the summer, I was I think most men has gone through this before. Trying to start my leaf blower. I got pissed. I couldn't start the son of a bitch. I couldn't start it for anything. And I got so mad, man, and I just threw that leaf blower on the ground. And then I looked back and I was just watching. And it hit me, man. Like,
Yeah,
I'm like, man, he's gonna think that's okay.
Yeah.
And like, I will tell you that, like, it wasn't too long after that, and I told him no one time. He just took his toy and threw it on the ground, and it's because what he
You
watched.
reverted back.
Right.
Yeah.
He was pissed in the moment, threw his whatever wasn't working for him down, and I'm like, man. So that was eye opening for me. I was like, watch what you say and watch what you do. But I'm telling you, man, at the end of the day, blower never got started. So So I don't know, but no, I don't know. I just taking life for everything you got is everything.
Mm-hmm.
So, and you will never be prepared for anything that comes your way.
Yeah.
In my eyes,
Agreed.
like,
no, I agree.
I mean, I think it's all relies back on the mindset and your goals and your positivity. Because again, is it always is it?
It's not.
Is it hard to be positive? Yeah,
rainbows.
it's not.
It's not.
It's sometimes it's the hardest thing in the world to be positive about a certain situation that happens in life.
Yeah.
I mean, whether losing a parent, losing a child, losing a grandparent, like, God, I couldn't imagine. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, I don't know.
Yeah.
But again, this is stuff that people go through, and we have to jump over that obstacle.
Yeah.
So
for sure.
Shout
out Luke Combs, by the way.
Yeah.
Like, I thought of when it rains it pours.
Yeah.
So, like, recently I've had an unfortunate series of events, and I'm talking like bam, 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 like, and once a second one hit me, I was like, dude, like,
What did
is
I do
this,
to deserve this?
yeah, is this gonna get better? Like, and then bam, something else happens,
Oh,
and
right.
then bam, I'm talking within 2 or 3 months, it was just, and I was like,
It makes
oh,
you want to go. It
okay,
makes you want to sit down and be like, "What did I do?"
yeah, 100%. You start thinking for sure. It's like, did I tell that person thank you?
Right.
Like, what kind of power did they hold? I don't
Right.
think I said thank you to them.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like, is
Exactly.
that why?
Right. Right.
Like, and then I don't know. It's and then on the other side of it, I was like, it was a beautiful journey. I hated it every second of it. I couldn't. There was definitely some mornings I woke up and I was like, for real,
Yeah.
like this is what we're doing again today. Like,
Yeah.
is this Groundhog Day?
Yeah.
But back to Luke Combs. Like, his song "When It Rains It Pours," he takes the spin on something horrible and flips it into something that's good, good,
Yeah.
good, good. Because there's always two ways to look at something. There's the, come on,
It's good to be realistic, right?
100%, 100%. You
But like,
have to be.
and I think this is where like my wife and I balance each other out. Like, I'm always about positive, like you said, happy
Mhm,
go lucky all the time,
mhm.
right? I always see the good out of everything, and not saying she's not negative. I sometimes think that she is coming off negative, but at the end of the day, I'm humbled because she's just being realistic,
Yeah,
and I need
yeah, 100%.
that. And I think that's why we work so well together. But yeah, I mean, man, I know, man. I mean, you have so many things that happen back to back, knocking you down. You get back up. I
Yeah,
got this. Oh, you're down again.
yeah,
Oh, you're down again. And it's just like,
yeah,
holy shit, when is this going to end?
yeah, 100%.
And I don't know, man. I think it's just all about how you roll with the punches. And, you know, knowing some of the things that has happened, I mean, I will admit, I think you've handled it great.
Thank you,
Probably better than I would have on
thank
certain
you.
things. But again, being strong and being positive, that's at the end of the day makes you not only a better person, but it just gives you a better outlook on life.
100%. I agree.
So I don't know. This is I don't know. It's pretty great. So I don't
Agreed.
know. Life is good. Life is good.
Life is very
So
good.
perfect. Well, I just want to say thank you so much for watching our show, Brothers in Balance.
Yeah,
Thank you so much for tuning in. We love this. Our goal is to be able to do multiple, at least
yeah,
a video at least a week for
yeah,
our,
for sure.
for our followers. We do appreciate the support and love. We that helps out a lot.
Yeah, agreed.
Going
Agreed.
into work or whatever, and people are like, "Oh, I can't wait for your show."
Yeah,
Whatever. It's definitely uplifting, and I'm grateful for
yeah,
every bit of
yeah,
it. So. We thank you so much. We'll have our video probably posted maybe tomorrow,
yeah,
hopefully.
yeah.
So we definitely appreciate all of you and your love and support. So thank you. All right.
Hell yeah, bub.